Everyone, I'm Jody Barrows with the Square in a Square. Welcome to our live webinar teaching today on September the 19th. Now, we're going to teach today on the diamond units, and we've been going in order. So we have two diamond options that we're going to do, which is the option 22 and option 23. And we'll get into detail on those here in a few minutes. But this is also a newsletter update, so I have some information to tell you before we get started on the actual teaching.
Power.
I think we have
Should be good.
Okay, so did they get to hear all that?
I don't know if they heard all that.
Okay, so we're gonna play like we're just getting started here. Hi everyone, I'm Jody Barrows with the Square in a Square. Welcome to our live webinar. You can tell it's live, teaching today on September the 19th. Now we're going to teach today on the diamond options, and a couple of weeks ago we started at the beginning with the diamond options, and we're going to keep progressing forward. So today the diamond options will be option 22 and 23. Both really fun and exciting and easy to do. And once you know the main square options and the main diamond options, then the rest of all of these beautiful triangle units just come together, and they're just so smooth and sharp and nice, and I'll tell you all about those here in just a minute. But because this is one of our newsletter teachings also, I have a little bit of information to give you before we get into those diamond teachings. So first of all, get a pencil and paper because I have a lot of info for you, and I want you to take notes so that you can refer back to them. If you are new to Square in a Square and you don't know anything about us, I highly recommend that you go to our website, which is squareinasquare.com. And if you go to the section where you can sign up with your email, if you sign up with your email on our website, then you can go back in and watch all of the past free webinar teaching that we have had for 2021. And there's a lot of great things in there. Also, you'll get email notification about anything that we have going on, a sale or another class like we're doing today. That's the way that you don't miss out on anything. And make sure you put us in your address book so that that email will come through and not get sent to your spam file, because we want you to know about all the good and fun things that we have going on. We have a lot planned for this fall. We're just getting started on all of our fun activities, and we have a lot that we do all through the winter and into late spring. So we teach really heavy, like the school year, from September to May, and then we have some lighter teachings during the summer. That's just kind of our schedule and how we do it. Now, we also have the Square in a Square Premium Club page. You can go to the website and find out about it. And we also have our Quilt Club Week, which is going to be December 1 through 4. You won't want to miss out on that, and you'll want to get those emails with those details in there. So, I always recommend that you take notes. I always recommend that you have your notebook with your teachings in it. So as you go in and you make your samples, you just put them in there. So we'll have some of that here in just a minute. And to get started on our newsletter information, I want to remind you that the current project that we have just started is our Love of Country quilt that you can see here. We have the video teachings. You can watch them live when we do them, or you can go back in and watch them after they have been live. You can go back in and re-watch them over again. So this is a paid class, and so if you want information on it, once again, just go to the squareinasquare.com website and look for Love of Country. And of course, you have any questions, you can email us at jody@squareinasquare.com or steve@squareinasquare.com, or you can go right to the website and there's a place there that you can email. Now, in a lot of our teachings, well, I shouldn't say in a lot of our teachings, but we've gotten a lot of request or information about my little sewing basket. So if you want to look down here on the table, you can see that I've got some baskets out here, and we've just added them to the website. But this one right here is mine that I use, and you can see how it has a nice little lid on it, and it has all of my threads and my needles and my scissors and things that I need so that you can have them all together when you sit down to do your applique. So I have some baskets that I want to show you that we just put on the website. They're one-of-a-kind baskets, and they're photographed on the website so that on a cutting board, so that you can see the inches. So when you look down here at our baskets, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly, and you can go to the website. If you see one you like, jump on there and order it, because I have a feeling they'll go pretty fast. So in our first picture, we have these three that look like this. They're all a rectangle. They're all the same size, about 6 inches by about 4 inches. The first one is a green weave. You can see kind of the green weave through here, and it has a plastic liner with one loop. And then this one is the same, everything except it's got the red trim going through it. These are all Longabergers. It's got a plastic liner and the loop. Now I really like this size. It's great to have as your little sewing basket next to you, like I have here with mine. And I like the plastic liners, that way if you drop a pin or something in there, it won't fall through the weaves or the cracks, so to speak. And then we have one in that same category that is plain. So those are the first photograph, and you'll have to go to the website to get details and about pricing. Then the next photo of baskets is this category of 3. This one has kind of a lighter stain. It's a little weave. It's a century basket. It has the fabric and the plastic liner in it. This is a great one to have your little sewing tools in. It has a stationary handle on it, so you can just pick it up on your arm, grab your sewing supplies, and head to wherever you are at that you're stitching. This one is the same size as those previous ones that we had, but it has the hard stationary handle. It has a plastic divider, and it has a divider in it. So you're going to have 2 little organizing categories. And then this one is in that same photo on the website. It is a Discovery basket. There's no liner for it, but it's easy to make a little cloth liner for them. And this is also a great size to have for your little sewing tools. Now these next 3 on the website in the photograph are Royce baskets. So they're not quite as heavy. They're a little bit thinner of a weave than what the Longabergers are. The Longabergers are very heavy and sturdy in their weave splints. And these are very, very sturdy. They're just a little bit lighter weight. We have this large one that's great for scissors and rulers and pencils and bigger, or like silverware, bigger utensils or tools. This one is a little bit larger, so if you want a little bit larger circle sewing basket, this is a great one. And then here is a little tiny one, and it does have the plastic protector liner in it, and it has a swing handle, so that's great. You can have it up and carry it, or put it down. And these all have some color weave in there, the blues, and then this was kind of a red and a green, or a red and a blue. Now the next one is a smaller rectangle basket. So it would be a proportion size like the one here that I'm using. They both have little plastic liners. They both have, well, this one doesn't. This one has a little hook so you can hang it on the wall. And they both have a plastic protector. These are great sizes for your little thread sewing basket. Now these 2 are, the last ones were Longabergers, and these are Longabergers. And this one is like a little flag pattern on it, and it does have a 25th anniversary logo. It is a little bit deeper, so you can get, this one is great because you can get your little sewing tools and maybe your fabric down in there if you're carrying it with you somewhere. And it has the great swing handle, and it has a plastic protector. This one is really a humdinger and one of my favorites. It has the wooden lid with the knob. It has the plastic protector. It has the fabric liner, and it is a 5-inch measuring basket. And this is a great size and a great one to have. This one is one of my favorites. I really like it. It works great for your sewing. Then these 2 here are the shamrock baskets. They're just like this one that I'm using, that I have my threads and tools in. One of them has a plastic liner, and the other one does not. And I love the little lids that are attached and how they just hook together and you can keep all your goodies in there. And it does have a little bit of the green trim. So these two are definitely collector's items in the Longaberger collection. So that's it on the baskets. If you're interested in them, go to the website and get the one you want ordered, because that's all there is, and once they're gone, they're gone. So just had these because we've had quite a few people ask me about the baskets. Where do you get them? You know, all of that. So there's some of the Longaberger baskets. Now, another thing that I have to show you or tell you today is an end of inventory. So we have the red diamond fabric and the Geo, and we have it in the red and we have it in the black. And this is all we have. So you can go to the website and look at the different quantities. And this is the fabric that was in the pineapple quilt. And we do have 2 kits left for this pineapple quilt. We'll get the camera scooted over here. So this is the pineapple quilt. You can see the black Geo and the red Geo in it. It's also the red and black check and the black and tan or black and dirt check, and then the background and the beige check. We have 2 kits left that are in the lap size, and then that will be it on those. And then if you want to order some of the red or the black here, either to put with your own fabrics and work on your pineapple, or maybe build your own kit, remember that we have the red and black check, the beige check, and the black and dirt. So those are ones that you need. And here you can see the kit. And so you'll need some black tattered and torn, black check, the black Geo, the red and black check, the red Geo, and then the beige check and the tattered and torn. So only 2 of these lap quilts left. If you're interested in it, get right on it. And then our red and our black Geo. So do we have any questions from anyone, Steve, so far? He's got his hands full over there.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay, so let's look down here at this Storm at Sea. Since we've been doing some of the diamond teachings, this is the option 7 diamond right here. And this is the beginning of the diamonds. You can see the option 1 here. And those just alternate in a row. And then in the next row, you have the same diamond shape going vertical as we did horizontal. And then we just have the option 2, which means you sew around that square twice. And we've already covered option 1, option 2, and option 7. And look at this option 7 in the border, just how great and wonderful it is. Now, the reason why I'm showing this quilt is because we have more of these exact batik fabrics coming in. And so you can go to the website and you can place your order. We've got a couple of different sizes for kits. We're not selling the fabric in any yardage. You have to get it in the kit. And we have a lap size, which is $115, and we have the twin, which is $155. We have a full size quilt, which is $190, and we have a queen, which is $225. Now, if you're interested in a king, I would recommend that you get 2 twins, or you get a lap and a twin, because kings can be multiple sizes. So depending on whether you have a really big king or one of the smaller kings, do a lap and a twin or 2 laps. Now, the fabric is here. I'm not going to cut it until I get your order. And when I get your order, then I'm going to cut the yardage that is needed for that size that you've ordered. And we're going to have it on, these are the same prices that we had 2 years ago on the kits when we got some of the fabric in 2 years ago and just started it. So here's the deal on the Storm at Sea and on the blue batik fabric. The fabric is here. We're ready to cut. We're going to cut it as soon as you get your order. And until the end of the month, so the end of September, you can get it at these prices that we had them at of 2 years ago. And as soon as the end of September comes, then we're going to reprice it for the new price that is here now for Batiks, and anything that's left will go at the higher price. Of course, we have a lot of venues that we're doing. We're doing Houston the last week of October, and then we have our Quilt Club week, December 1 through 4. So this fabric, it's very possible it could all be gone by the end of September. And then after we get all the orders for this 2 weeks here of September, whatever we have left, I'll see what we have left and which kits can be cut, whether they're laps or twins or whatever size. We'll get those made up. We'll have those on the website at the newer price, and then when we go to Houston, they will be at the newer price. So if you're going to Houston and you think you're going to get one of these, 2 things could happen. 1, they could be all gone, and 2, they will be at the higher price. So make sure that you get in on this special now while we have it. So it looks like we have a question, Steve.
Can you give the dimensions for the sizes?
The only dimension I can give you for the size is for the lap, which is here in my kit. It's 50 by 55. Now the reason why I don't have dimensions on the other ones is because in the directions when I give them to you, I talk about how you can make them perfect for your size of bed. Not all queens and not all kings are the same. So let's look down here at and actually if you go by the sizing of the traditional bed sizing world, to me those don't fit on the beds. So when you look at this row here, this row is a 3-inch row. So see, every other row is at 3 inches. So you can add 3 inches or you can take 3 inches off of your sizing really easily by just eliminating a row. And then the other row, see there's 2 rows. This one is a 5.5 inch row. So you can start with a 3 inch or end with a 3 inch, start with a 5 inch, end with a 5 inch. So with a 3 inch and a 5 inch on the sizing, you can make these perfect to fit whatever bed it is that you want. Now, if you're doing a queen or a king and you want it to fit a certain size of bed that you have, you can always email us and we can help you with that. For example, on your fabric sheet, and then you can always add a little bit more for your border, but it also depends on how much you want it to hang down on the sides also. So it looks like a full size is like 13 rows across and 16 rows down plus your borders. So like I said, if you need help with a certain queen or king size, just email us and we'll help you with that. Remember, they're basically 3 inch and 5.5 inch or 6 inch rows, so you can see how much you need. So we're here to help you with that so that you can get it just right. Any other questions on the Storm at Sea? And we've had a sign up wait list on the website. So if you have been on that wait list, I think you got an email, didn't you?
We
about
released them a couple days ago,
Okay.
and they can go and choose their size and place their order.
Yeah. So
The
if
wait
you
list was just to let them know that.
Yeah, the wait
Then
list
it's
was just to
available.
let us know that people are interested. We need to get the fabric ordered and to kind of help when we are ordering fabric. So if you're on the wait list, you need to go into the website and actually place your order. And we released these a couple of days ago, and we've already started getting orders for them. So if you've been waiting for this and you've enjoyed looking at it over the last 2 years and you've missed out on it, now's the time to do it. So it's Batik fabric that we have made special for us. I ordered this back in January and we just now are getting it. And it's so beautiful, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So
Someone said they couldn't find the Storm at Sea kit on the website, but it's there. I just went and looked.
yeah, he just looked. The Storm at Sea is on there, so you can go into the little search bar and put Storm at Sea, and it
Or
should
just
go
hit Storm and
or
enter.
Storm, and it should go right there to it. Okay. Also, if you're looking for any of the baskets that we had, just put baskets in that search bar and it will take you to them. And also remember that just because you have it in your shopping cart until you have checked out, it's not yours. So if someone checks out with that same item and there's only one of them, that's how that works. Okay, any more questions on Storm at Sea? Beautiful quilt. easy to do.
And the diamonds, someone was saying the diamonds were intimidating to them.
Well, we're going to show you how to do some diamonds when we get through here in just a minute.
Okay.
And if you have not gone back and watched this, I mean, if you're thinking of Storm at Sea and you're thinking of the traditional quilt world and the way that they put it together, heaven forbid, I would never touch that quilt. I would never make it doing it with all the little pieces and the way the traditional quilt world teaches. But with the square and a square system, it's just an option 1 and an option 2 and an option 7, and we make it so easy. And if you're new to our system, we're going to show you some of it here in a few minutes, but go back in and watch those videos that we've been doing all year. This one is a great one to do.
Actually do an option 7 if that's one you haven't done before.
Well, yeah, jump in there and make your little book. We've always talk about that in our videos, about going in and learning the options and putting them in a book, because once you make the option and you realize what we're doing and how each option is a different triangle unit and just how precise and neat they are, then all of these are less intimidating. In fact, I have an email or a text that I got just this weekend from a lady that is in our Square and a Square Club. So I'm going to take a minute. Well, not even a minute, just a few seconds here to read it. She said, learning this technique, which is the square and a square system, has helped me to no end. Jody's teaching and Steve's behind the scenes work have created the best group I have ever known. Simple instruction, made fun, allows confidence to build. Steve and Jody have great products that work. The workbooks and the tools and the pattern books are written fabulously. Everything about this site sets you up to success, to succeed. And that's what I love. And that's what I tell everybody is that when you learn our system and how we do things, then it sets you up for success. And that's exactly what she says. The people in the groups are warm, supportive, and friendly, just like the creators. Great job, everyone. So thank you so much for that wonderful review. And she is a premium club member, and so she's in the Facebook group that's a special private group, and that's what she was talking about, the people in the group. So, okay, another question, Steve? We're moving pretty quickly through here because I have a lot to tell you, and I want to get to the teachings. So, beautiful, Storm at Sea, don't be intimidated. It's a great one to do. And if you're interested in these batiks and these colors, then jump right on those kits. Don't delay. Okay, this one down here. Oh, and before I forget, your pattern for the Storm at Sea is in your reference book here. This is the volume 1 that we refer to and go back to all the time. Now, this next quilt here is called Turkey Tracks. It's also in the Square and a Square reference book. And this is some of the blue batiks that we have ordered and that has arrived. And this is a kit that you can get in the dusty denim, or you can get it in a dusty pink. Now, I don't have a pink to show you right now, but I have a pink that I'll put on the Facebook page and that you can see it probably on Tuesday. And so you can order it in the dusty denim, or you can order it in the dusty pink. These are the option 3 flying geese, a really simple quilt to make. We've used the option 3 flying geese in the border, and really a fun, easy quilt to make. So if you're interested in that kit, get on that. Same thing, we're going to keep it at the price that we had 2 years ago, and we'll do that to the end of September. Then if we have any fabric left, we'll make kits up. It'll go up to the new price, and if we have anything left, we'll have it at Houston, and we'll have it at Quilt Club Week.
Did you say something about dark blue batik? Someone is asking a question.
Well, these are the blues, so this is what we call the dark.
That's the one for Storm at Sea.
Yeah, this is Storm at Sea.
Dark blue. Okay.
Mhm. And these are the dark blues.
And then for the
Turkey Tracks, it's the dusty denim.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one actually has a light, a medium, and a dark. Actually, 2 darks are in it. We have this dark and this dark. And this is the light and the medium. Okay. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. So now I have two different quilts here that I want to show you. This one is a log cabin, and we have our star down in the middle, and we've used our option 3 flying geese for it. You can see the eagle vine that we have here in the dirt. You can see it here and here. This is our dirt tattered and torn. This is our beige check. Here we have the red eagle. In here we have our red stars. We have our red tattered, and then we have our red and black check. And this is just a beautiful log cabin with the reds on one side, the dirts or the beiges on the other side. And this is a new pattern by our friends Kay and Kathy from the Franklin Quilt Company, and this is the pattern we have on the website, and it is for this block. And they have a couple of different sizes in here. I think they have 4 sizes, and anywhere from, if you're wanting like the 2 smaller sizes, anywhere from a ½ yard to a 1 yard, then plus whatever you want to do for your borders, we'll do the smaller ones. And then if you want the bigger quilts, you need anywhere from 1 yard to 2 yards of the pieces. We will have kits for this later, but I don't have the kits bundled up. We will have them for sure by Houston at the end of the month of October when we go to Houston. But I know a lot of you have a lot of these fabrics in your stash already. We've already had our eagles out for a while, so you could have those, and you could have the other pieces and ready to roll with the Log Cabin Americana.
And the pattern is just do a search for Log Cabin Americana.
Right, so anything you're looking for on the website, just go to the search bar, put in some keywords. This is Log Cabin Americana, and you'll be able to find that one. So I really love the way when they were here in August, they picked up the fabrics and they've got the quilt made and the pattern ready to go. And I really love how all of these just go together. It's just a gorgeous one. I think they're sending me the quilt, and as soon as I get it, I'll show it, and we'll take pictures of it and put it on the website, and have kits for it. But if you have anywhere from a ½ yard to a 1 yard, plus whatever you choose for your borders, you can do the 2 small quilts that are in the pattern. If you do 1 yard to 2 yards, you can do the larger quilt. I love that. I just love, love, love how all of that turned out so pretty. So,
someone is asking, is that fabric available other than the kit? I'm not sure which one they're referring to.
if you're talking about the Batik fabrics, no. The only way you can get the Batik fabrics is in the Storm at Sea kit or the Turkey Track. When we get our kits done and the dust has settled from all of that, if we have any end of bolts or leftover pieces, then we'll let you know. But just to order a ½ yard or a yard or whatever, no. We didn't order inventory for that. We ordered for the kits. So we'll just have to see how everything shakes out, and we should have that. If there's anything left, we should know that by the end of October before we leave to go to Houston. So we'll keep you updated on the batiks and the fabrics and all that in our Sunday classes that we have scheduled in our live webinars. Okay? Any other questions?
Kathy says, I am sending the quilt.
Kathy from Franklin Quilt Company is watching, and she said she is sending the quilt, so yippee. I just think this is gorgeous. These just turned out so beautiful together. I loved them when we had them on the table and she was choosing for her new pattern, and then she sent me these in the mail with some patterns, and I was like, yes, that just turned out awesome, beautiful. Okay, so here we are back at the eagle vine. We have a new eagle flag that's coming. This is the eagle vine, and you can see it in the Old Glory blue, the dirt, and the Freedom red. So in this quilt here, this one is from the pattern called Grizzly Mountain. And since we used our eagle fabric for it and remade it, we called it Eagle Mountain. So you can order the fabric if you already have stuff in your stash and you're just wanting the eagle fabric to do the Eagle Mountain pattern here. Because of the borders are directional, we have 4 yards. So you're going to need 4 yards of this, whether you choose blue or red. I don't necessarily think, unless you just want it really monotone and muted, which would be pretty, to do the dirt in here, I think probably majority of people will want the red or the blue. So you can do it in a kit. You can order it as a blue one, or you can order it as a red one. And with most of our kits, you know, if you order your backing at the same time that you order your kit, then you usually get a yard free of it, which is nice for binding on it. So in this particular quilt, we have 3 fabrics. We have the Eagle Vine in your color of choice. This is the lightest of our tattered and torn. It's the one we call tan. And this is that beautiful blue and black check that's just so great. If you choose it in the red, then you're going to have the red and black check in here, which is gorgeous, and your same tan. So I think what we need is a 4 yards of your eagle, and I think like 6 or 7 of your back and of your blue. I have that written down. We'll have that in just a minute. So here is your beautiful Eagle Mountain. That's a brand new one that we have. And we'll actually have the teaching on this quilt later in the year. It's just a flying goose, option 3 here, and option 4 half square triangles. So even though there's a lot of piecing in it, it's an easy quilt to make. And I love how we kept all of the eagles directional in it. We paid attention to that. So any questions on that, Steve?
No. Can you hold that up and we'll...
Okay, and then before we hold it up, this is the original one here, and we still have, I think, 4, 5, 6 patterns of the kits of this one. This is the original Grizzly Mountain, and we do have kits for it, but they're almost all gone. So